So when you're going into the real estate game, and more specifically in the land flipping niche, you got to figure out what's my profit potential going to be and how much am I actually going to profit on each deal. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through how I figure my profits, and my formula is mind-blowing, I assure you. So be sure to stay tuned all the way to the end as I break that down. But before we get into the strategy there, be sure to check the resources in the description directly after the video. I have loads of resources in there, including how to buy land really cheap video series, 20 plus videos showing you how to purchase land well below market value so you can flip for profits. And if you need help getting through your first or next land investment deal, you can schedule coaching calls with me. Links can be found directly below. But let's talk about the formula to go ahead and profit from raw land. I'm going to be real with you. There's a lot of nerds out there. They're going to give you some super techie ways to go ahead and profit from land, and you're going to follow their formula and keep it on data sheets and all that. Me, I like to keep things incredibly simple because I'm a simple dude. So when I purchase properties, there's two ways mainly that I look to profit on them. How much am I making on a flip, and how much am I going to make on seller financing terms? And the property that I'm purchasing in each area is going to determine what the exit formula is. So we have really cheap properties, and we got decent but cheap properties. So let's talk about Florida to open this up. These are like decent but cheap properties. These are, $5,000 type deals. So when I'm going after deals in Florida, I'm doing direct mail marketing primarily. I'm sending out lots of offers to people that live out of state that own land in the state of Florida, and I'm offering them anywhere from $500 to $1,000 to purchase their property. There's advertising costs on top of that. So let's say the deals that I get for $500, I'm purchasing the property for $500. That goes net to the seller. There's usually some back taxes owed that I'll assume. There's closing costs on it, and then there's the marketing cost. So I'm usually into these deals for, let's say, $1,200 all in. Now, on something that I purchased for $1,200, I want to go ahead and sell it on seller financing terms. So I want to triple or quadruple my money on seller financing terms. So if I took it down for $1,200, I'm thinking, how can I quadruple my money and make it a payment that's so affordable that someone would be more than happy to pay that each and every month to get the property, and I still stay within retail guidelines or below that on the seller financing side, so it's desirable to buy. That's a key thing there, because a lot of people pay junk fees in and they stretch out this mortgage for years and years and years. So something that I'm into for $1,200 that I want to go ahead and do a quadruple on my investment, I'm going to go ahead and sell it on seller financing terms for $75 down, $75 a month for 60 months. I don't have a calculator in front of me, so I don't know what that breaks down to, but that'll roughly 4x my investment. Now let's talk about a flip here. If I'm looking for that fast cash, and I'm going to be real, to this day, I still love fast cash. In many cases, I don't hold out for the big payday. I want that fast money, and I'm on to the next. Being profitable, of course, that is. So on the fast flips, I want to do about a double to triple my investment. So the same deal that I took down for $1,200, I want to walk away with roughly $3,500 after all fees, then minus out the $1,200 I paid for it. So I profited about $2,300 on those type of deals. So that's how I figure my exit on wholesale and on seller financing. Now, let's get over to the cheap properties here. Let's talk about the stuff like, the quarter acre lots in New Mexico that we like to buy and sell. Now, these are deals you can get in abundance if you do your marketing right. A lot of people don't know how to do that, but when you do your marketing right, you could take down these all day long. Now, you're going to go ahead and purchase them for $100 to $200 on the front end. You have a marketing cost attached to that, so you're all into the deal for $200 to $300. Now, I like to flip them for about $1,200, and it's an easy payment that nobody's going to think about is going to be, $25 down, $25 a month. So I'm not looking for my return on investment is going to be 10%, 12%, 27%. I'm not even thinking about any of that. Like, how do I stretch out the payment, make it very affordable for somebody, come in well below what the rest of the market is asking for the property, and get a nice monthly cash flow from that? That's how my formula breaks down. That's usually a quadruple on my investment. Then the flips, catch me on the right day, I'll sell those for $500-600. If you're on my email list right now, we've been wholesaling a lot of those off right now. And then, upwards of $500 to $1,000, depending upon what we're feeling like. So we're going to go ahead and double or triple on our cash flips there. So that's my formula for buying and selling land and my exit strategy on how I'm going to profit. And like I said, it's nothing fancy. I'm just saying, hey, that's actually a heck of a return if I structure it like this, and my end consumer still gets a deal, and it's an affordable payment, and I like the monthly cash flow. It's a win-win for everybody, so that's how I structure my deals. Now, if you want to go more in depth on this subject, go ahead and hit me up. You could drop those comments down below. And shout out to Ryan G for coming up with with a suggestion on this one. I forgot to open with that, so my bad. I do appreciate people reaching out, hit me with questions. It helps me form better content for the channel. So as always, thank you so much for tuning in. Check out all the resources in the description. I'll see you in the next video.